Guys. There's a patch. They've brought out a patch for F1 2015. This series relies on the online being worse than F1 race stars. This series, it's fundamental to the series, and they've made a patch. This could be the end. Well, it would be the end, but Codemasters can't make a working patch if there was an extra hot Nando's chicken wing on the line. Just a pretty bog standard championship table, isn't it, really, when you look at it on the face of it? Seems absolutely... I can't see any issues whatsoever under the circumstance. What do you say about these things? If you could kindly just suck your mum, that'd be fine. It's Australia. It's soggier than your mother. We're on the grid here, and we're starting 109% of the way down the order. How does this even... The 5 lights are now off, and we are underway from 12th out of 11 on the grid. Let's just hope we get further than turn 1. That's literally... Oh, my sweet mother of God! Right, so now that I've been taken out about 37 centimetres off the start line, let's just get straight into the rest of the race. Lotus off, Manor off, we're breezing past a Ferrari that's ultimately desynced, let's be honest. Ultimately decent. We've also gone past the Williams going at the speed of slow. There's a Force India here, driven by HW Divider. It's just a shambles. It's just an absolute 110% shambles. I've never seen anything like it. Meanwhile, we've gone through a spinning McLaren. That was shocking. We've been hit into the Force India. We're going across the gravel. The Force India behind us collected absolutely everyone in sight. And we've now got our Lotus teammate Blakey 748 from many an episode in the past behind us. There was a Williams off to the side of the track. There's now another Williams off to the side of the track just to complete the duo. And we, somehow, having gone off pretty much on the start line, we find ourselves up in 3rd. Our Lotus teammate's gone off and almost collected the Williams in the background, but it's been a very, very successful first lap here. We've got Formulozza in front of us in his McLaren. I'm enjoying this so far. Really, really. Fuck's sake. So, we might be back to full... Whoa, stop. The 3 guys in front of me are Formulozza, OG Bucky and Colonel Chittock. So how did Stop Map 1998 set the fastest lap of the race before he hadn't even crossed the line? How does one set a fastest lap before crossing the line? See, if I was a detective, I'd be really suspicious of this. But as it happens, I'm not. So I'm just going to have to be like one of the other characters in this crime drama. Like the sassy butler who just annoys everyone. Well, I don't know how it's happened, but we appear to be off and in the barrier again. All hopes lost of a victory in this one. We've gone through turn 1, but we've snaked around the outside here of the Williams. Is the comeback on, people? We're up into 5th place. We've got half a lap now to we've just got to catch and pass everyone. The comeback is well and truly... This has further dented my chances of a win, I've got to admit. Later. Right, I've got to redeem myself. Ta-da! That's a shadow at the back of the grid. That's just not particularly what I really expected to see. Nevertheless, we are underway here for this British Grand Prix from 5th out of 10 on the grid. Going up the inside of HW Divider. That's a lovely move to take 4th, but he smacked us out wide, and that's just a disappointment. Oh, hell no! I think this calls for me to barge into the studios I was sacked from last week just purely to present to you Story Time with Flying Orangutan. Once upon a time there was a game called F1 2015. Unfortunately for this game, one of its vital organs, its penalty system, just didn't work properly. It needed a transplant. A penalty system transplant. Who the fuck writes this shit? It needed a transplant. A penalty system transplant. It asked its parents, Codemasters, for one, and they said... Right, we're following JSP Assassin down into the corner, what is before Woodcut, and now there's a Ferrari spinning, OG Bucky off, McLaren off to the side. How have we got an illegal overtake on the McLaren? He was off. That's the whole point of an illegal overtake. I have to be off for an illegal overtake to be illegal. No, he was off. We go into Stowe now, following a racing Viper who ghosts momentarily, and then we lunge it up the inside down into Club, into this little chicane, and he set the fact. We've just passed him. We haven't got to the final corner yet. How can he, when we're in front of him, and we haven't got to the line, how can he have set the fastest lap? Right, I know this happened earlier, and I said I wasn't a detective, but I sure as hell am a semi-decent mathematician. And I'm going to solve this issue with maths. Assuming distance to the start line equals d, we can deduct time taken to get there equals t. Now distance times time is speed, which therefore must be infinity, as he hasn't arrived at the distance yet. G equals 9.8. Now assume everything I've just said was completely useless. If Z equals the speed of an F1 car, and 3 equals the magic number, we can conclude that we are in fact racing at Silverstone. Maths. It feels good to know that we've cleared that bit of maths up, but in the meantime, we are now following Formulozza and JS... No, we're not following them anymore. We're not... Just not even following them anymore. Just... not even slightly following them anymore. Into Stowe then we come for the final time. Lap 3 of 3 with Red Bull. It's going to be a solid fourth. It's going to be fourth, isn't it? It's not like it was third going into Stowe. Not yet again, an episode of this series has left me flummoxed in the final seconds. I just don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. As a side note, I know I called the end of story time with Flying Orangutan last episode, and I hashtagged it on Twitter, and you all went absolutely mental at me for getting rid of it, so I've brought it back and it will feature now in every episode because I was just shouted at multiple times for even suggesting that it might be missing from another episode. So that's just a quick side note. Thank you for the support on this series so far. I'm glad you're all enjoying me having all sorts of shenanigans on this game. If you did enjoy this episode, feel free to leave a like. 50 likes yet again would be absolutely awesome. And subscribe if you are new around here as well. Comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much. And also, actually, just a quick thing, I don't do this very often, but make sure to follow me on Twitter as well. If you want to know when I'm doing an open lobby, that's where you'll find it. I'll just sort of announce the day before, I'm going to do an open lobby, and you can be in with a chance of being in one of these videos. But in the meantime, it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.